from SoFi Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Walker going right to the air.
Eluding the pressure right. And right away, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you, that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford rolling to his right. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there at 22.
But normally you see three tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. From 13 yards out.
And the Rams take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
Walker.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Walker now.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Another run, this time, and a loose football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson.
And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line.
A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. Now a first down throw. Stafford. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now receiver in motion left. Stafford now to throw. And he's got it. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. There it is. The defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They snap it to Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter.
And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go.
And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. And that one complete downfield to Cup.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Back to throw, Stafford.
A quick pass to Cup.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Henderson is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Walker from the gun on 3rd down.
Thomas has got it, complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. To throw is Walker. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here's Walker.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line.
Now Walker.
He gets it to Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Now Walker.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And this one is incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Play action. Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Throwing again is Stafford. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Allen Robinson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. To throw is Walker.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Now Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. To the air again, Stafford. Pass caught. It's been Skoranek. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford.
That would complete to Skoranek.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Here's Stafford. Man open is Robinson. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Allen Robinson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Rams have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it's Allen Robinson who caps things off with a touchdown. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Now onto the field, here come the Panthers.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Allen Robinson and the Rams with the football once again.
He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Now, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Stafford.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And he won't have the touchdown button as he's tackled at the 2. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing is Stafford. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes.
And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it is 42-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And Walker now to throw on first down.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one, maybe not the hard-fought battle many had hoped for. This has been blowout city thus far, but still more football to be played. Who knows what could happen? As we send you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, Walker. That's caught right side by Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Walker. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Walker now. That's complete to McCaffrey. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away.
On the return is Powell.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 14-yard line. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. On 1st down, it's Stafford.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
Here's Powell on the return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. They'll roll him out right.
He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Off of play action, here's Stafford. Sliding out of the pocket. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown.
Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams are pouring it on.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And And Smith chooses not to return 5. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Working out of the gun here, Walker.
He's got Anderson right side. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Robbie Anderson has been used more as a short field receiver in Carolina than the deep threat he was in New York. Over 1,600 yards in 2 seasons with the Panthers. Now his 3rd season as a starter in Charlotte. He picks up a first down here, and he's certainly hoping they get back to throwing him the long ball.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, it's Walker.
He'll buy some time right. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
60 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. Stafford now to throw.
That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Brian Burns, the one to bring him down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Back to throw. Walker. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. Huge play by the defense. Not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And down he'll go at the 25. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Panthers on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Walker. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Here's Johnny Hecker now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Allen Robinson and the Rams with the football once again.
Glancing down at the stat sheet, and we've been tracking it, but you get a 100-yard game, you're really happy. You're over 200 like he is. You probably want that ball after this game, don't you?
You want that one. You want to continue to call the same plays in any other game you play. You're having one of those magical performances that just never want to end. And you know something? Your fellow receivers, they get those clenched grins right now like, congratulations. Well, why isn't it me?
Well, so far, it's been all about him. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Stafford. And this is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And it's caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On second and very short, Stafford escaping the pressure and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
To throw is Walker.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And we're going to look at Cooper Kupp as the Rams offense gets ready to take over possession.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks.